Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. I apologize for the late hour. You know, I like to try to come to you all first thing in the morning. However, as some of you may know, today was the first day of our 60-day soul therapy journaling session. And I had a few people reach out to me, and I was dealing with them. And then, of course, I have a life, so my time got away from me. However, I did want to make sure I came to you all with this Mindset Monday because there's going to be a lot of things happening, and I want to make sure that we're all clear in the midst of all this chaos. Okay? So, welcome new subscribers. Thank you for coming and sharing some time with me. I appreciate you all, and let's jump right in. So, first things first, whether the chaos is on your front doorstep or you're only watching it from the comfort of your couch on the TV, chaos affects us all, okay? It doesn't matter if you are full frontal in it or if you are removed from it. Chaos affects us all because as humans, we are all connected, okay? So the energy I give off affects my community, and then my community gives off an energy as a whole, which affects, it's a ripple effect that can go on and on, right? So you always want to be mindful of the energy that you give off, that you magnify, and that you associate yourself with, because we are all connected. All right. So first things first, I want you to understand how chaos develops. And I'm going to use an analogy, and I believe I've used this with you all before. But imagine you're putting together a puzzle. Okay. Now, this puzzle is something that, it's going to take time. It's a whole bunch of tiny pieces. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. You're going to have to put time and effort into it, so that's fine. You're given the picture of what the finished product should be by someone who you respect and who you trust. So now, after years of putting together what you can of the puzzle, you have the outer edges going, you start to realize that the picture on the puzzle is not matching the completed version that you were given by this person. So now you go to this person and you're saying, hey, this isn't adding up. I can't do this. It's confusing as hell. I put in all this time and effort. And they're like, oh, snap. I'm so sorry. I gave you the wrong puzzle box. I gave you the wrong picture to try to complete. My bad. Here you go. Here's something new. I'm here to help you, right? So you let go of all that anger and that fear, and you go back and you try to put the puzzle together now based off this new picture. Mind you, you still have the little outer parts together. So you're trying to fill it in. You spend a couple more years and you realize this ain't it either. So you go to the person and they're like, oh, shoot, I did it again. My mistake. And they keep doing it to you over and over and over. And you never catch on that they do not want you to complete the finished product. Whatever you're able to decipher and put together on your own was by your own free thinking, by your own God-given common sense, okay? Because the person who you respect and you revere and who you trusted has been lying to you because they do not want you to accomplish what it is that you want. Meanwhile, you're spending all these years, all this time thinking you're crazy, down talking yourself. How come you're not done with this puzzle yet? Maybe they granted you something. You get this puzzle done, I'll give you $1 million. Yeah, you can do this. So now you've neglected everything else and you have nothing to show for all the work that you've done, that you've put in. That is what this life is. That is what is happening, right? So now people are very angry because they realize they've wasted all this time. And they're flipping their puzzles, their tables, they're flipping it over. And they're like, you know what, screw this. Turn it all down. I don't want anything else from you. I'm going to go out and I'm going to create my own new picture and then make my own puzzle out of that, right? That's basically what is happening. But you see how that can be chaotic, how that can cause a person to feel crazy and go insane, like they're trying to do the right thing and go after and attain the things that they so desire, and they're trusting people to lead them on the right path, and these people are giving them the okie doke time and time again. And the sooner you catch on, the better it'll be for you. But many people go through their whole life without catching on. They keep instilling that trust in the people that they revere, because why would they steer them wrong, right? Maybe they are just making an honest mistake. Maybe they have just, honestly, mistakenly given me misinformation 20 different times. Maybe, right? Or maybe they're doing it on purpose. Maybe they are trying to sabotage you, and maybe it's time to let them go. That is what is happening. So I want you to take the time for yourself and know that you cannot put your trust in anyone. You take the things that can benefit you and you apply it to your life to better yourself, and the rest you leave to the side. That's how you separate yourself from chaos. When you see things start to get a little bit crazy, a little bit hunky, remove yourself from the situation. Not everyone is meant to, I don't know, lack of a better term, be lit or be active or be live or, to be in the rumble or in the thick of it. You understand? Not everyone is meant for that. Not everyone is meant to be on the front lines or even the second wave, right? You have to know your place. You find yourself in chaos when you don't know your place, when you don't know where it is that you're supposed to be, when you don't have your own completed picture version of what it is that you want to do. You find yourself in chaos because you find yourself filling the roles that you're not supposed to be in. Okay? So take some time to quiet your mind and see what it is that you really want. What it is that you really want to do. What is it that would really make you happy? And then relentlessly pursue it without any apologies to anyone else. If they don't like you doing what makes you happy, then they don't need to be in your life. I don't care who it is. Because when you go against the grain and you find yourself trying to fill the role of someone else, or you're trying to put your picture together based off of their perspective, it's going to throw your mind into confusion. Because you're going to find yourself in one state, right? You're going to find yourself in one mental state doing what it is that they want you to do, whereas your heart is in another state trying to do what it is that you really want to do. So while you're giving away your power and giving away your mental clarity because you're too focused on other people and you're worried about what they're going to think or what it is that they would do, you're trying to be them. Be authentically you. Do not allow yourself to be thrown into confusion and chaos. That is not what we are working towards at all for this year. We're keeping ourselves mentally clear. And despite the things that may be displayed to us as if it is actual factual, I promise you that if you start taking things with a grain of salt and start dissecting certain things and start questioning certain things and asking yourself, does this information really serve me? If it serves you, then keep it with you. If it doesn't serve you, release it. So many people are walking around in a chaotic state of mind because they're holding on to too many things. They're holding on to things that do not serve them. And so they're in this constant state of confusion and befuddlement. It's time to let that go and start focusing more on you. Start focusing on the things that's going to make you happy. That's how you keep your mental faculties in check. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. It wasn't just a song. It's a principle to live by. Because if you constantly rely on other people, regardless of who they are, if you constantly are putting yourself in a state of respect and revere for other people and not holding yourself to that same regard and thinking that there's someone that's high and mighty, you're always going to be thrown into a state of confusion because you're never going to be able to fully trust and go within for yourself. Today is a holiday. It's MLK Day. And so many people are talking about how this man is so wonderful and should be respected. Yes, he should be respected for some of the things that he said. But if you know who he was as a man, you would not put him on such a high pedestal and degrade yourself. Because I know there's some things that he did that if you knew as a righteous person that this is who you're lauding, you would say, oh man, if that's what a righteous person does, then hold on. Where's my prize? Where's my holiday? Right? And I'm not saying please don't at me, don't email me, don't comment me and tell me what's up with MOK. I'm just saying, he's a man, right? He woke up and used the bathroom and took a dump like everybody else. He ate the same food just like everyone else. Okay? You have to remember that. Because when you remember that whoever it is, whether it's your parents, your grandparents, your spiritual leaders, myself, no one is greater than you. And you must live your truth so you're not found in a state of chaos. Okay? So that's all that I had for you today, wealthy family. I love you all so much. I can't wait to be able to connect with you all again in the next video. But until we meet again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.